Hi, my name is Rebecca McLaughlin, and I will be speaking to you on my interpersonal communication project for Liberty University HSCO 508. I will start off by telling you a little bit about myself. My name is Rebecca McLaughlin again. I am 39 years old. I just recently got married on March the 26th, 2016. Together we have 5 kids, 4 girls and 1 boy, which he's the baby. I have my bachelor's in sociology and I have my master's in social work. I am a certified nursing assistant and a phlebotomist. I'm a people person and I'm a loving person. I love to be around people. I love to make people happy. I am a youth leader in my church and I sing in the choir, and I'm a praise dance leader. My saying that I go always is, know this, my beloved brothers. Let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. What is interpersonal communication? The type of or kind of communication that happens when the people involved talk and listen in ways that maximize the presence of the personal. The communication becomes interpersonal when the people involved speak of themselves and exchange words and emphasize more on themselves and their roles. In other words, you just don't talk about yourself, you interchange information on each other, and you learn to listen what the other person is giving and what is given out. My overarching master goal: it is difficult to understand others until we learn to listen effectively to ourselves. To communicate with others, this is mine, to communicate with others and be open, honest, and treat others like I want to be treated. I've always tell myself all the time, so you have to always treat other people like you want to be treated. Otherwise, you don't get the blessing or the glory. While striving to be Christ-like and encourage others to do the same, always be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. I also want to become a better listener. Sometimes I talk more than I do listen because I'm always trying to challenge people or give my own opinion. How to enlarge my conversation through empathetic listening. I must be more attentive. I must be interested in others' needs. I must find other ways to indicate that I'm listening. I must establish ground rules. How do I enlarge my conversation through connecting relationships? I must commune with others, as Peterson says. I must apply love and acceptance in how I listen and talk and value another. I must remember that poor communication, blocks access to the deeper relationships. I must ensure I am being heard. Also, enlarging my conversation continues. I will enlarge my conversation by focusing on ours. According to Stewart, empathetic listening can be helpful, as we said, but dialogical listening requires a move beyond empathy to focus on ours. I will encourage my conversation by encouraging nexting, which Stewart states, your encouragement is nexting, move. It actually irrelevantly keeps the collaborate construction process going. Behavior blend. We have different types of behavior blend. We have the DISC personality traits. D is active task oriented. I is active people oriented. S is passive people oriented. And C is passive task oriented. The slide before this one showed that the word DISC stood for the different personality types, specific personality pattern of the way I think, act, and feel. According to Carbonell, the 4 basic types of temperament. My personality type is determined by 2 perspectives: my guarded behavior, what's expected of me, or the more casual and open part of me. This is me. On my uniquely you, what was expected of me is steady doers. This is me, steady influencers. I think people expect me to be both dominant and submissive, passive aggressive. Others see me as flexible, but sometimes confusing. I often think people want me to take charge, but there are times I don't mind being in the background, doing whatever needs to be done, strong and soft at the same time. So I like to be in the background, but I also like to be demanding a little bit because I want it to be right and I want it to be together. My insights reflect I tend to be more demanding, asserting. I also gentle, soft. I'm humble. I'm delightful. I'm pleasant. I'm peaceful. I'm calm. I'm friendly. I'm a risk taker. I'm considerate. I'm enthusiastic. I'm loving. I'm positive. I am contemplative. I'm ambitious. I'm challenging, and I'm confident. Then I tend to be less proper, formal, law-abiding, conscientious, calculating, analytical, conservative, careful, straight, perfectionist, compliant, persistent, entertaining, winner. I'm deep, talkative, and animated. I'm definitely not a talker, and I am very shy. My positive behavior blend influences I tend to take the friendly and compliant perspective. I have strong personal skills. I'm very warm and on an individual basis. I usually do what I am told. I enjoy open conversations and detailed discussions. Negative behavior blend influences I have. I don't use my analytical skills enough. I tend to be more demanding. I think too long about solving a problem, and I struggle with those that want immediate actions or answers. I struggle with that a lot. My potential barriers are rescuing others, negative self-talk, finding my sense of entitlement to speak up, disclosing myself to others, fatigue, difficult, or challenging others. My barrier solutions, I think I need to think clearly and honestly about who I am by strengthening my foundation. I need to recognize what matters most. I need to change negative statement to a positive. Be more willing to share myself with others. I really don't like sharing myself. I don't like talking a lot. I just don't like doing much because I'm very shy. Noise pollution. Factors that influence us to be distracted from listening effectively at a level. There are two types of noise pollution. There's internal noise and external noise. I combine mine all on the same page. My internal noise is I hear what I want to hear. I'm a biased listener, emotional listener, and fatigue. My external noise is loud traffic noises, views outside, activity or scenery, doing 2 or 3 things at one time. My solutions are to either or them, not allowing a past experience dictate how I listen, become patient, positive, find a peaceful place inside, go to a place where there are less distractions, focus on one thing at a time, and ask for understanding and clarity. My plan of action is to take a vacation from classes so I can reflect on what I've learned from this course. Listen with intent, paraphrase for clarity, focus more on the other person who I'm listening to, respect what others say is important to them, and manage time better. Definitely that. In conclusion, I have a great balance between being active and being passive, along with being people and task oriented. I think people want me to be determined when accomplishing a task, but more sensitive when working with people. I like to command crowds, but also relate well to small groups and individuals. I feel that others expect me to be both strong and soft, but not hyper or picky. I need to reduce my strengths and improve my uniqueness. It's easy to overlook oneself and point the fingers at others. My main objective is to do a lot of soul searching, praying, fasting, and whatever it takes to get rid of myself of things that will hinder me from being effective to the kingdom of God. This class has taught me to dig deep and learn more about myself and see myself in others. Thank you.